You see, like Chief Ganifa Imebledmore used to say, he said, it is difficult, if not impossible, to practice law successfully in a lawless country like us. We have too many laws. We have laws, ample provision, even more than any country you can think of. But our problems are not laws, but we are the problems. And look, and that's why I always said, it is even better to have bad laws. But if you have good men that are operating bad laws, that law will make good because they will apply, it will be given human face. And like you said, everything centers on love. Because when Jesus Christ himself was asked, Rabbi, which is the best of the law? He was asked, he said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Not that you should love your neighbor more than yourself. Because if you love your neighbor, you won't steal his property, you won't sleep with his wife, you won't kill him, you won't hurt him. You care for him because you care for yourself as well. But what do we have in Nigeria? We have governors, right from 1999, who have considered themselves to tyrants, oppressor, emperor, and they didn't allow local government to breathe. Look at, honestly, it's all over the country.
You are talking about federalism.
Federalism, yes.
You've made the point that normally you have two federated
two units.
From
That's
this,
the national and the subnational.
From this judgment,
yes.
Are we having three federating units?
No, we are not having three federal units. You see, nothing is sacrosanct. And if you know about Alexander Pope said, for forms of government, let fools contest. What is best administered is the best. What is best administered is the best. Hey, look, our own system does not work. Whether we like it or not, our concern with to operate have clearly recognized three entities, and that's the federal, the state, and local government. But in Nigeria, state government, through JAC, which was an aberration that it was included in the constitution, was provided in the constitution. State government have taken hostage the funds belonging to the local government. And local government in this country have been paralyzed. Look, Edmond, when we were growing up, look at Labu shopping complex in Orita Challenge. It was a local government project, but the municipal government built it. That's shopping complex, as big as it is. Then look at Bodja Market. It was owned by the municipal government. It was built by Bodja Market. It was built by the new garage. Then that park was built by the municipal government. The Lagos City Council built the City Hall. That City Hall in Lagos. And when we are grown up, we have dispensary and maternity center at Agbebon in the Southeast. It was owned by the municipal government. They have one in Diogugun, in Gate. They have one in Orania, and they have it all over. So they must now the business of this state government saying they are building primary center. Primary center, my foot. That's the function of local government. If you look at the motor park, motor parks will be built by local government.
You have brought us to the functions of local government.
Yes. Abattoir. Abattoir.
Let me go through the Constitution. The 4th schedule of the Constitution states clearly the functions of local government council. Number 1, the main functions of a local government council are as follows: the consideration and the making of recommendations to our state commission on economic planning or any similar body on the economic development of the state, particularly insofar as the areas of authority of the council and the state are affected. Local government are responsible for the collection of rates, radio and television licenses. Local government are responsible for the establishment and maintenance of cemeteries, burial grounds, and homes for the destitute or infirmed. The Nigerian Constitution states that local government areas are responsible for the licensing of bicycles, trucks, other than mechanically propelled trucks, canoes, wheelbarrows, and carts. They are also responsible for the establishment and maintenance and regulation of slaughterhouses, slaughter slabs, markets, motor parks, and public conveniences. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria states that local government are responsible for the construction and maintenance of roads, streets, street lightenings, drains, and other public highways, parks, gardens, open spaces, or such public facilities as may be prescribed from time to time by the House of Assembly of a state. Senior Advocate.
Yes.
As may be prescribed
By the State Assembly.
from time to time by the House of Assembly of a state.
Yes.
What does that mean?
You see, you know roads. For example, you've talked about roads now. We have different categories of road.
Yeah.
Within the state, we have federal roads. You know, if we know state, in Ibadan, we have, for example, Ring Road is not a state road, federal government road. Yes, likewise, the Malete to the federal government road. And this one that's little challenge, it used to be called Lagos federal government road. So we have state road as well, and we also have local government roads, as may be prescribed and delineated by the lawmakers. But now,
does that give the House of Assembly some powers over the House of Assembly, over the local government?
it gave them some powers.
Okay.
But that has now been wiped away.
How?
It has been, since the date of that judgment, it has been deleted.
How?
Yes, with that judgment now, the consequence, you know that judgment, Supreme Court said it takes immediate effect. Immediate effect. All the reliefs brought to court by the attorney were granted by the Supreme Court. So, for example, now, the provision of the Constitution relating to Jack, Jack is dead and moribund now.
But it is in the Constitution.
No, it's in the Constitution. You see, what is law? Law is what the court said it is.
I see.
Yes, law is what the court said it is. Lawmakers have power to make laws. The same Constitution gave the judiciary the power to interpret law by virtue of Section 6. You can make law, and I can challenge your law that this is bad law. You go to court, court can say no, that's bad law. You see, when we were in government, we enacted the law. This Oitma, in fact, Otobaka last government enacted the law. We amended it. Then some people went to court. Some sections of the law were struck down. Likewise, the Electoral Act, the right of INEC to register party. And Gadifa Emi took it up and challenged it. And the court said, no, you register your party with INEC and not that the party are registered by INEC. Yes. And so that part of the law was struck down. So the law is what the Constitution say, the court said the law is. So by that judgment now, Jack has gone. Then again by that judgment, State House Assembly, they now lack power to summon local government chairman, chairman in any state. Who can summon them? They have their own parliament. Are you aware?
Yeah, they have
their own legislative council. The councillors are their own lawmakers. So in effect now, the local government chairman all over the country are not like governor in their local government area. They have their deputy governor too, and that's the vice chairman. And they have the commissioners. Those are their vice councillor for health, for Greek, as whatever. So if no House Assembly and no governor can summon them, if they summon them, let them say, to hell with you, I'm not, then you should attach a copy of that judgment and send it to them. So that they've been freed, they've been liberated from the claws and jaws of these governors. That era is gone forever.
So we have 3 tiers of government.
We have three
federating units.
In Nigeria.
Yes,
but
without judgment.
Without judgment.
We have 3 federating units.
Even before that judgment,
yeah.
we have 3.
Okay.
But under, you see, the authority of federalism is Casey Ware. Professor Casey Ware, who said it is the subnational and the national that form federalism. Likewise, in Canada, in Australia, in India, and in USA. But still, in those states too, It is not cast in stone. There's not sacrosanct. It is with several modifications and adaptations.
The Constitution states clearly that local governments are responsible for the naming of roads
Yes.
and streets and numbering of houses. They are responsible for the provision and maintenance of public conveniences, sewage, and refuse disposal. They are also responsible for the registration of all birth, death, and marriages. The Constitution is not done. Local governments are responsible for the assessment of privately owned houses or tenements for the purpose of levying such rates as may be prescribed by the Houses of Assembly of a state. Senior Advocate.
Very correct.
House of Assembly again.
Yes, that was then now.
Okay.
That was then. Now, this concern, what all the functions prescribed for them are rightly theirs. That anybody can no longer intervene. Look at OISA, Oyo State Signage
Yeah.
and Advertising Agency. We have LASA in Lagos. We have it all over the country. You see, those rights should be under the purview of the local government.
So what happens to those parastatals now?
No, wait. If you look at it was I prepared through the justice the OISA law for your state.
Yes.
We fashioned it after that of Lagos, after that of Lagos. If you look at the board, the chairman of AGO is the chairman of the board of OISA. Because what we thought then was that they lacked the capacity to effectively collect those rates. What did they do? Is this ambush by the roadside, they jump in front of the bus as if tout or thug or armed robbers. No, we said no, levies are not created that way. So it was an ingenious way of collecting those levies effectively that led to the creation of a OISA